Hey guys, it's Josie, back with another video. Today it is time for Quick Craft Friday. Woo! I love Quick Craft Friday. This is, I think, our third episode or part or whatever series. And I think this is a really fun thing. And remember to go check out Daisy Snow's channel. I'm doing a collab with her. And now I'm going to show you guys how to make these DIY Breyer fly masks. So, you can make them for traditional modeled horses or classics. This one's a classic, but I will also be making one for a traditional model. So, this is pretty much what it looks like. So, it has felt around it. If you have not seen a real fly mask, that is what they look like. And then it's actual screen, and I can show you guys some ways to get some screen. Then in the back, there's these little clips. So I made out of paper clips, so then I just pretty much go like that, and then they're together. So that's pretty much how you get it on. And then you would just take your horse, put it on over the ears, and then you would clip it underneath. So what you will be needing for this will be some scissors. With every craft, you're going to need scissors, and I know these are like really baby scissors, but you aren't going to need two sharp ones. You're going to need a paper clip, so just a normal paper clip or some barbed wire or whatever you guys got. You're going to need some hot glue, which also means that you're going to need a hot glue gun. So that also means that you're going to need adult supervision or like adults help or something like that, because you don't want to get you don't want to get burnt because it can hurt really bad. You want to be as safe as possible as you can. So that's why you need an adult supervision. Or if you can't use hot glue, there's tons of other glues. It's not like the end of the world. But you can use, you can use Elmer's glue, you can use wood glue, you can use Mod Podge. Whatever you guys got, as long as it's glue and it will stick, then it will be good. So, like I said, you're going to have to wait a few minutes for this, if you do use hot glue, to warm up. And, yeah, so that's pretty much, and you're going to need a horse. You're going to need some, screen. So this is my screen. I got windows that so my cats always chew out my windows, my screens. So my mom had to go buy a bunch of new window screens. So that is why she gave me, all the extra stuff, and I wanted to make something with it, so that's why I did that. You're also going to need felt, and felt is actually really inexpensive. Here in America, at least, I got, I think, a half of yard, I think is called, for like $1.29 or something. Like, it's really cheap. But obviously, if you guys are in different countries, then you guys don't have dollars, and you have different amounts. But here in America, it's pretty cheap, and you can probably get it in different colors. You can go online and find pink felt. I just stuck with white because you can use a lot of stuff with white. And you can always paint it to make it a different color too. So, or use a marker or something. So, white's like a really traditional one, but if you want, you can get like a blue one, or a pink one, or green one, whatever you guys you want. If you're trying to replica an actual fly mask that you actually got, then that's what you guys can use. So the first thing I do is, I already made a little slit here, so you're going to take your horse model, or your Breyer horse, or whatever you're going to use. I'm going to drop my glue. Okay. And you're going to take your screen, and you're going to measure, and I just measured probably about, there's like a little bit extra on the top, so that if it does break, it's not going to break off and totally like get lost. And then you are just going to, once you make like little cuts, you're going to kind of round it out to make sure that it's a complete circle. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little circle there that fits my horse's ears perfect. But you don't want it to fit perfect because then it's going to be a little bit tight. So you're going to make it a little bit bigger, longer than it kind of needs to be, so that it will fit it nicer, because same with real horse fly masks, they don't exactly fit the horse perfect, but they fit it just like slits. I don't know if that makes sense. So now that I made it to fit here, I am going to cut off. I don't want it to cover the nose as much as I want to, so I'm just going to take my scissors, trim where you want it to stop, and then cut around the nose band. And then I'm going to cut this way around it. Ugh. Okay. So this is what I still have to cut this side off a little bit. But yeah, so you're pretty much just shaping it to the correct shape of your horse. So, I mean, as long as you have like a lot of screen, then you can redo this like over and over as many times as you need to get the perfect shape for your horse. So, here is my shape here. And I still have to do some trimming and stuff, and I don't think this is going to fit. Well, they might. But now you're going to just take your scissors, and if you can kind of see how it doesn't fit exactly right, up here it's too wide. So I'm just going to trim down. Hopefully this makes sense, guys. So see how I just pretty much rounded it? So that is what I'm doing now. I'm just rounding it so it will fit the jawline. So now it looks pretty much similar on each side so that you can just slip it right over the horse's ears and go. So, yeah. And it's okay if it does stick up a little bit. We'll go like this and then it will work better. But yeah, so now you're going to heat up your hot glue gun. So while my hot glue gun is heating up, I'm going to start cutting strips of my felt. So first thing is I'm just going to cut off any extra lengths. And like I said, I have a lot of felt here. So you're just going to start cutting off thin little layers. And that is pretty much it. You're just going to keep cutting. Because you got to go like around the nose and then around the sides. So I'm going to stop there. And then I'm going to cut this in half because this looks a little bit thick. So then you can also use the extra stuff in case you want to use it again. Or the extra ones. The extra one that you're cutting off right now you can use also again for any other project, or for this one again if you want to use smaller pieces, or I don't know. Whatever you guys do. Just be safe and don't cut yourself or anything. So, yeah. So now you have two exact replicas, or whatever you want to call it, of the same one. Then you're going to take your hot glue and shove it in the whole thingy. Okay, I'm going to go around here. So I have my hot glue, and then I'm going to just push it in here. Whoop. And it is coming out, so that is how you know that it is ready. But you can take it out of the hot chamber by just pulling it out a little bit. So that way that it won't burn until you are ready. So just wait for a few minutes. And I did, oh crap, where did it go? Here it is. I did make a new cutout, but it looks a little bigger. But trust me, it will totally fit. So I'm going, and this is usually like a really long video. So I'm just going to start cutting it off into little tiny pieces. So yeah, I'm just going to cut and just keep on cutting. So I already hot glued on my first piece, so now it will fit around it like that. So now you're just going to take your pieces and cut them up, and then like mark it how big it's going to take. Then use your hot glue. Being careful not to get burnt. And then, oh, hot. It is hot. So be careful, guys. Then I'm going to just place it down on where you need to put it down. I'm going to take this down a little bit. And then just press. So sometimes the hot glue may or may not eat through the felt. So as you can see, it's not as bumpy as it could be, or as like fluffy, but it will still work the same because it will still work the same as a eye mask. It just might not be as fluffy as you wanted it, but you can always turn down the setting on your hot glue gun if you have that option. If not, then you can just keep going, and you know, it doesn't matter. or you can start over. Whichever one you guys would like. It's totally worth it. So I'm just going to put down my hot glue, and then I'll show you guys pretty much what to do next. Okay, so now that I've covered my whole entire thing, this looks kind of weird right now, but trust me, when I put it on the horse, it looks, whoa, we're okay. So I put it on the horse this way. It looks pretty good. The only thing is it's sticking up, but that's just because of the way I'm holding it. And one of the glue did come off, so I am just going to fix that real quick by taking some scissors and cutting a little piece of felt off. Taking your hot glue gun and pretty much just going right there where it was, putting a little bit of hot glue on there. And I would normally put it on the piece of felt, but the piece of felt is so small, I would definitely burn myself. So then I just take my piece of felt, and then I just fill it in. So now it is all nice and filled in. And then there's a little extra, so then you're just going to trim those pieces off. And that is pretty much what you have to do. Then you're going to take some, and I already went ahead and did this part. Sorry, I'm going to take my hot glue gun. Anyway, so I made a little hook out of paper clips and then a little like rounded edge so that I can hook them together underneath her chin or her throat latch. So you guys might be thinking, what are you going to do? How are you going to put it on? You're going to take the end of it and you are going to pretty much just jab it in this way. So it is like that on the outside, and then on this side it is like that. Then I also forgot you're going to use some needle nose pliers. And you are going to pretty much take the end so that you won't scratch your model or anything, and pretty much just turn it. So you're kind of just crimping the edge of it. And then you're going to take some hot glue, because the hot glue will definitely set it so that it won't poke out or leave. So then you're just going to take some hot glue. And like I said, adult supervision with this, because I've burned myself a few times already. And I like to stick it down like on a table or something, because then you can touch it. And then it will stick. So now that you have your hook on, you're going to do the same exact thing with this part. And here's the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, and even though it's supposed to be Quick Craft Friday, I know this is like Quick Year Friday or something, because it does take a long time to finally get it to fit the horse. But yeah, so go check out Daisy Stall's channel. She is going to be making some leg boots, and I'll have her account in the description box below. Or her, let's see, her URL for her video or whatever, her channel name and stuff in the description box below. Bye, guys!